let's get into this video. So, I was thinking about a few things today. Had a really good day, pretty busy, and ended the night with just a lot of testosterone pumping through my body. I got a little upset, not at anyone or anything, just when I was in the gym. And it was a good thing. Just made for a better workout. But the thing is now, where I'm at in life, I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. I'm blessed beyond belief because I've worked hard for everything that I have, and not too many people have what I have. So it's interesting. I see all these young men, and I was the same way. I use my looks, my talents and stuff, and it's not necessarily that I was using this stuff. I was just a young man trying to navigate without scripture, and just looking for love. And that's a bull crap excuse. That is a bull crap excuse because I had all the tools. I chose not to be a respectable man, and it put me into the position I am. But when my ex and I split up, the way I acted wasn't mature. I threatened her. I said, not physically or anything like that. I said I'll take that baby away. I'll hire every attorney that I can. Got some really powerful attorneys that I know, and my baby will be mine. I'll fight for 100% custody, and I've never been afraid of not getting it ever. I'll just put everything on the line. That's how I am. It's a all or nothing type deal for me with everything. I don't have a chill button. I never did. Nowadays I'm finding that chill button because I don't have to force my will. Everything that I have, everything that I do now, I understand completely. It's 100% up to me. It always has been. And getting back to the whole women thing, I don't know. I just don't know what I want, and that's why for me right now, it's not that I'm necessarily off the market, but I just definitely don't entertain a lot of stuff like I used to. It just seems that the more respect I have for myself, the person that I built myself to be, with my work, my success, my finances, all aspects of my life. Granted, I could be more fit. It is what it is. I have up months, I have down months now. I gotta start fasting again, just so that I can get rid of this chub for a little bit, and that's what women go for. They want the shredded. Man, I can't talk. They want the shredded six pack and the big old muscles, right? And what I got is what I got. I don't care. I can fight, and I love fighting. So whatever. That's the thing. It's these big old tough guys. They're compensating. They treat women like crap. Most of them, not all of them, right? And then you have super skinny guys that run a whole bunch, and that's all they do. And that is a scared person. That you're training yourself to run from your problems. I believe in the theory that everything is true. There's nothing hidden in our world, in our society anymore. Our government is telling us exactly what's happening. Females are telling us exactly what they want. Males are telling everyone exactly what they want. Um, it's no one has a zip mouth anymore, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I definitely don't. I've always rambled to my detriment, actually, quite a bit. But I've always had a pure heart, a kind heart, trusting, loving, loyal, and all these little sayings are true, right? I'm not loyal to a fault, but it's I do have a problem cutting myself off from people that aren't deserving. Uh, it's I've been called Captain Save-Ho, and I never understood that until later on in life. It's like I see all these women that I was sexually attracted to. It's like, all right, I'll fix her. I'll fix this problem. All right, what does she need? Does she need more love? Does she need more attention? Does she need someone to, put some structure in her life? Does she need more money? This and that. It's not my job. It's not my job. That woman needs to get hurt a whole lot more before she starts fixing herself. And then when she starts fixing herself, she needs to be off the market. She needs to be off the market until she fixes herself and realizes what a man actually wants. And it's not that complicated. And there's so many damaged women nowadays, and it's hard to navigate right now, because I don't want to go for an older woman at all whatsoever. Younger woman, obviously. How much younger? I don't know. I definitely don't want like an 18, 19, or 20-year-old. That's just too much stress. Too much stress. I'd say probably 21, 25 would be a solid number. Somewhere right around there. I can handle those problems, pretty easy. And usually a woman's not that damaged, but it is what it is. Anyways, to kind of get back to a few things. Times are changing quite rapidly. The dollar's crashing. It's about to be replaced. Government's failing. Infrastructure is crumbling. People are losing their jobs. Hours are becoming harder. It's harder to earn money for a lot of people. There's also a lot of shortcuts too. So people are becoming crazier. Food is doing very interesting things to people. If they're not eating clean and healthy, you can overindulge and eat clean and healthy. Look at me. I've been eating a lot of carbs. My body does not like carbs at all, but I love bread and pasta, so I gotta cut that out. But everything's happening so rapidly, and it is not a good thing to pursue a woman. And when I say pursue, I don't mean like you go sniff every corner and say like, oh, what are you doing? For me, I put effort into a select few women, and I mean genuine effort, where I'll pursue them for a few days, maybe a couple of weeks, whatever, a message here or there and whatnot. And if my time's not being respected, I pull out. I'm just, all right, cool. You can just keep following me on Instagram or whatever. I got some cool shit. I do a lot of cool stuff, and it is what it is. I don't know, and the more desperate women get, the more they're gonna conform to whatever a man wants, and that's gonna set people up for a lot of crappy situations. So I gotta protect myself because I got a little daughter to think about. Um, but it all starts with the men. The men lead the relationship, and when I was younger, I would just jump, 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 and now I have all the stuff that I need to attract whatever woman I want. Um, it's if I want someone, I want to get someone, and if I don't have enough, then the women make it abundantly clear. If my body's not good enough, all right, interest is lost. It's so easy to tell. All right, cool, I move on. If my lifted Jeep, and how cool it looks or whatever doesn't attract someone in that circumstance, then all right, cool, I get it. But I don't lead with my Jeep or anything like that. I really don't like. I got a couple of different vehicles, and I don't like people knowing what I drive. I drive my big old truck daily though, because I really enjoy it. I work really, really hard for it, and I've been slumming it in one of my other vehicles, and it's kind of funny because it's not as nice, but it's paid off, and stuff like that. So I enjoy it, but I definitely don't get the attention that I get in my other vehicle, or when I was on my motorcycle trying to attract people on my sports bike. So it is what it is. I don't like people knowing where I live. I don't. Oh, my back's messed up. I don't tell women where I live. I really don't like to even talk to women around the area that I live in, because that's a few different problems right there. Is one, they're gonna assume I live where I'm talking to them or close to it, because there's a lot of nice things around, right? And I don't want someone to think that like I'm just loaded, gonna unload on them. I am that type of person. I'll buy assets, and you can enjoy my company and enjoy the things that I got with me, or that's it. I don't spend money on women. I spend money on a woman I'm dating or interested in. That's the only person I spend money on. Because for me, that's an investment. If I'm taking a woman out, to get to know her, I'm gonna pay for the date. If I don't got money to pay for the date, don't go out. It's life is so simple, but it's so complicated at the same time. And I see a couple of young men that are they're just like me. Actually, I see a lot, especially online, that were just like me growing up. And it's 1,000 times more dangerous right now because everything about to start crumbling too. But bouncing around, having walking from one vehicle sleeping with all the other people. Now for me, I wasn't too forward about it. I would say that I made my mistakes, but I also had conscience, so I always wanted love. So I wouldn't have a girlfriend. I would just sleep with women, and just let them know, it's like, look, this is just all I'm about. Right now is like I don't see myself dating you, but if you want to have fun, let's have fun. And that was wrong. I think that was wrong. Maybe a little bit and whatnot to get some experience, but oh man, some of those girls, they stuck around for a long time and really hated when I got a girlfriend, because they would say, oh, you said no, but then you did this last weekend, and now you're dating this girl, and she's really hot. It'd be like the dumbest dumbest nail in the box, right? But very, very gorgeous. And just loved what I would do. Anytime I wanted to go do something, it's like, all right, let's hop in. You know, it had some cool vehicles. I always worked on my own vehicles, modded them myself. You know, I've done everything myself. So, you know, it was always fun. But I think that's where started going wrong a little bit and whatnot. So, you know, I say that to say this. If I had not have gotten away from the churches before I hit middle school, no, I was still going to church in middle school. It was the later part of middle school that I stopped going. If I would have kept going, then I don't know. I might have married this one girl that I had a big crush on and whatnot, and we probably would have had a really good life. I don't know. It is what it is. It's in the past. But once I left the church, this is the point. Once I left the church, that's when I started running my own life, and I run it pretty good. At least I thought. I know how to be successful. You know, I know how to work hard. I know how to make money always. I know how to make friends. I know how to talk to women. I know how to do everything right. One thing I've never known how to do is how to keep a woman long term for a long term wife. That's not gonna cheat on you. It's not gonna leave you. It's not gonna put me in that position. And there's a few things that I was missing. And this is not the case for a lot of men, maybe. I don't know. I'm just talking about my personal experience. But it was God. I've never not believed in God. But when I got away from fully believing in Him and trusting His plan for me, following how He wanted me to be as a man, then that's when I started getting used and abused by people, because I started losing respect for myself. And when I start losing respect for myself, then my life feels like a roller coaster. I have highs, I have lows, and they're always drastic. So, you know, now that I found God again, I'm doing my best to play my part in His design, listening to a lot of scripture while still navigating life the way I know how to navigate, you know, to be successful and do all the things that I need to do. I'm not done, I'm not quitting. You know, there's so much more for me to do, and I have all the energy in the world, it seems like, to get everything done that I want to get done. You know, I guess it would be cool to be a billionaire. I really don't care. At a certain point, money is just, it just buys more opportunities. I personally really don't need much. I really, really don't. This past year, I made more money in my life than I ever have. And life became real easy, real easy for me. I just make it hard. I make it hard with how I spend my cash. I help too many people. That's a fault of me. Yes. I'd rather dump all my money and live broke for the next few weeks on investments or things that are going to earn me money, or future plans or preparation for a few things. I got so much stuff going on all the time. My money's always moving, so it's just I'm blessed to be in the position I'm in, but at the same time, I think we're in for a big wake-up call, men, women, and society, really. Like I said, I'm just very grateful that I found God. I'm doing my best to play my part in his design. it is hard sometimes to trust completely in God's plan for me, trust in God 100%, even though He's blessed me in so many different ways and given me all kinds of different abilities in life to be able to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish and whatnot. And then when it comes to my ex and my child, I don't know. Trying to be positive about it, but I would be lying if I said it didn't suck, because today was, my 1 week call. This is what I've agreed to with the mother of my child, and the phone's always there if my daughter wants to call me sporadically, which she has a couple of times. It's been nice and fun, but today, she was so busy watching TV, and granted, I don't want to take her happiness from her, so I was only able to talk to her for a few minutes, and even then, it's just, there was no attention on me at all, and I don't mind not getting her attention on the phone call, but what I have to deal with and experience is I wouldn't be clinging on to this one phone call a week so desperately, like a needy little boy. If I hadn't screwed up and I would have been a man when my ex needed me to be a man. And granted, it's not all my fault. It is not all my fault. I did a lot of things right, and I wasn't respected for it. This culture breeds mistrust. This culture breeds a whole lot of different things, and I should have had more discernment though. Should have spoke up. I should have been a man of God, not slept with this woman before we got married, and would have saved me a whole lot of headache and trouble. But I'm very blessed for my daughter, so I'm grateful for that, because if I hadn't had my daughter right now, who's to say what type of life I would have, or if I would have been able to pull myself out of the spiral that I was in. I don't know. I have no idea. It's part of God's plan, right? But I'd at least, if I hadn't, if I would have done a few things, I could have kept my family together, and I would be putting my daughter down for bed, reading her, a bedtime story every night. I'd be buying her like little butterfly wings to go play in the backyard, front yard, or whatever. I'd be sitting down, having imaginary tea parties with my little princess. I would have all this stuff. But now, it's just so dangerous. It's just so dangerous. Women have so much power in the court systems. And I don't mind risking it all for another woman. I will. I'll risk everything I got, for another child. It's use me as a bank. Use me as your ATM. Use me as your self-defense. I don't care. Use me. Give me a child. Give me marriage. I'm not stupid anymore. I have self-respect. So it's, a lot of women don't qualify for me. I'll give a lot of women chances. Well, not a lot of women chances. Don't get me wrong. I'll give women chances, the ones that I'm attracted to, and I'll just watch them. What are you gonna do with this? Are you gonna bite the hook? All right, but you bit the hook. Are you gonna let me reel you in, or are you gonna play this stupid ass game of I gotta message you every fucking day? I don't do that. If I'm messaging you in the morning or sometime during the day, and it's consecutive for a few days, you best believe that I am very interested, because I am always very busy. I always got something to do, And if I'm making time to let you know that I am interested, and I don't get some type of level of commitment back, nah, I'm moving on. There's millions of women out there. Walk down the street and boom, 20, right? 20 gorgeous women. It, you know, it's funny, but the way we live our lives and the way we look tell tell us a lot about someone individually. So that's the complicated part. I don't physically go to a church. For me, it's hard because I do so much stuff, and then on Sundays I work. That's an excuse though, right? I can always make time to go to a church. But my main concern is not finding a woman. I will eventually find another wife, or find a wife, marry her, have beautiful children with her, take care of her, see her happy, buy her a Lamborghini, I don't know, Range Rover, I don't care, whatever car or spaceship she wants. And if I can't afford it, I can't afford her. I need someone who's gonna be realistic with what I'm looking. But it's all things are possible. It's just how much am I willing to sacrifice for that individual. So we'll see. Especially here in the next couple of years. I'm still young, so I have a whole lot to look forward to, and hopefully by the end of this year, I'll be able to meet my little daughter. I'll see her all happy. I'll buy her some ice cream. And I'm gonna take her to the gym. We're gonna work out. I'm gonna show her some punches and kicks. She's gonna love it. She was born a few days after me, and she's gonna give me hell. She is just like me. Hard-headed, honoring, does whatever she wants to do, doesn't listen to no one. And it's God blesses the deserving, good and bad. But she's a blessing in my life. I love my little daughter. I love my little princess. And she has a warrior. She always has a warrior, no matter what. I'm a fighter for that little girl. And sometimes fighting for what you want is taking a step back and not doing anything other than respecting the other person's wishes, making sure that they feel comfortable, respected, loved. Different type of love though. She is my ex and she's married. But to give that woman everything that she needs, so that way she has all the tools and resources at her disposal that she feels that she needs, so that way my daughter has the best life possible. That's where I am in life, and I don't want to see any other young man go through what I'm going through, because it sucks. It pisses me off. It's sad. It's depressing at times. It makes me question what I'm doing in life. Everyone I talk to, I have to second guess them. I have to really see what's going on with other people. It makes it hard to trust women for the longest time as well too. It gave me a lot of things that I needed though. Allowed me to level up in certain aspects as well. Having so much hurt, not just with her, but with a lot of different things in my life. And that's like the flip side, right? It builds you up so significantly. The more trials we go through as men, the more heartache, more hardships, it makes us stronger, braver, just better in a lot of different ways. At the same time though, without God and faith, we become cold and hardened, and it's like our soul gets shut down or shut off, and that's not healthy. That's not healthy. You know, to be perfectly well-rounded man, mind, body, and soul, or spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? God. Um, all three of those a man should always have at all times. So yeah, it's just this is the position I'm in. If this helped anyone, cool. If it didn't, cool. I'm gonna go. I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. I got work tomorrow. I'm gonna go do what I do for fun and make money doing it. And yeah, it is what it is. So peace.